The question is, did Mortenson Central Asia Institute use donation money properly? Did it use it mainly to build schools in Afghanistan and Pakistan, or did it serve other purposes, as some critics have charged? Greg Mortenson has sold nearly 4 million copies of his best-selling memoir, 3 Cups of Tea, and runs a successful nonprofit organization that has raised nearly $60 million to build schools in Afghanistan and Pakistan. But the facts in his book and how money for his institute was spent are falling under growing scrutiny. Last night, the Montana Attorney General announced an inquiry stating, "We have a responsibility to make sure charitable assets are used for their intended purposes." The inquiry follows a 60 Minutes report on Sunday. Steve Croft investigated Mortenson and his Montana-based organization, speaking to famed author John Krakauer, a critic who used to support Mortenson.
Nobody is overseeing what goes on. He doesn't know how many schools he's built. Nobody knows how much these schools cost.
The IRS tax return Central Asia Institute filed last year included a list of 141 schools that it claimed to have built or supported in Pakistan and Afghanistan. Over the past 6 months, we visited or looked into nearly 30 of them. Some were performing well, but roughly half were empty, built by somebody else, or not receiving support at all. Some were being used to store spinach or hay for livestock. Others had not received any money from Mortenson's charity in years.
Tuesday night, Krakauer issued this statement to CBS News in response to the Montana Attorney General's inquiry. Now that a law enforcement agency with the power of subpoena will be investigating him, the public will find out who is the real victim, Mortenson or the millions of donors who trusted him to use their money responsibly. A call to Mortenson's charitable organization for comment did not receive a response.
If they don't want to answer questions from the independent media, then they need to answer questions from a government regulator.
Mortenson's attorney pledged to cooperate with the inquiry, and the author claims he has done nothing wrong. Now, the Montana Attorney General's office told us that it doesn't yet want to call this an investigation. Of course, what they find during this inquiry could determine whether a larger probe of the charity is warranted. Erica?
That's what people are wondering. Elaine Quijano this morning. Thanks.